Oh, hello there, and welcome to Veterans Medals Workshop. I'm Frank Foster, your host, and our mission here is, well, to explain every military award from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and even the Merchant Marine if you want us to. So, let's get started. Glad to have you with us today because we're going to take a look at the Gulf War Desert Storm medals awarded between 1991 and 1995 to United States Navy veterans who served during Desert Storm. The end of the Cold War did not mean the end of the United States Navy's mission of worldwide deterrence. Operation Desert Storm in early 1991 saw the amazing ability of the United States Navy to steam halfway around the world and smash the invading forces of Saddam Hussein. The awesome effect of naval power allowed the rapid liberation of Kuwait and struck awe and shock into the enemies of our country. The conflict in the Persian Gulf saw the reinstitution of a National Defense Service Medal, and this time it also covered the Navy Reserves. Front of the medal shows the American bald eagle with inverted wings standing on a sword and palm branch and contains the word National Defense. The reverse has the United States shield amidst an oak leaf and laurel spray. Symbolically, the eagle is the national emblem of the United States. The sword represents the armed forces, and the palm is symbolic of victory. No more than one medal is awarded to a single individual sailor, and today a 3/16-inch diameter bronze star denotes an additional award of the medal in lieu of the bronze oak leaf clusters that were used earlier. Desert Storm, or the Gulf War, also saw the creation of a Southwest Asia Service Medal for personnel in Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, or the United Arab Emirates between January 17, 1991 and November 30, 1995. Sailors who perform duty in support of the Persian Gulf are also eligible to receive the Southwest Asia Service Medal if the duty was performed in either Israel, Egypt, Turkey, Syria, or Jordan. The Army's Institute of Heraldry designed a really unique front to the medal because it depicts the tools of modern desert warfare: aircraft, helicopters, tanks, armored personnel carriers, tents, troops, battleships in both the desert and the sea setting, along with the inscription Southwest Asia Service in the center. The reverse of the medal contains a sword intertwined with a palm leaf representing military preparedness and the maintenance of peace, and the inscription United States of America. The ribbon is predominantly tan, symbolizing the sands of a desert, and it contains thin stripes of U.S. national colors towards each edge. The green and black center stripes and the black edges, along with the red and white, suggest the flag colors of most of the Arab nations in the region of Southwest Asia. Each recipient of the medal would have to wear at least one campaign star, and let me show you what I'm talking about. There were 4 approved campaigns for the Southwest Asia Service Medal, and each one is represented by a bronze service star. For example, the first campaign was from 2 August 1990 to January 16, 1991. That was Operation Desert Shield. Operation Desert Storm ran from January 17, 1991 to April 11, 1991. Then there was the Southwest Asia Ceasefire Campaign and the Operation Provide Comfort. So for each one of these, as you can see below, you could have a campaign star if you were in that campaign. Of course, over on the far right-hand side, you also see the Eagle Globe and Anchor of the Marine Corps for Navy personnel who served with Marines. The Department of Defense also approved the wear of a Saudi Arabian Medal for the liberation of Kuwait. To be eligible, naval personnel must have served at least one day in support of Operation Desert Storm between January 17th and February 28th, 1991 in the Persian Gulf, the Red Sea, the Gulf of Oman, portions of the Arabian Sea, the Gulf of Aden, or the total land areas of Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. The medal depicts the map of Kuwait in the center with a crown at the top between the 2 encircling palm branches, all of which is fashioned in gold. Well, gold finish. Above this is a gold palm tree surmounted by two crossed swords. Surrounding the entire design is a representation of an exploding bomb in silver. The reverse is plain, and the ribbon bar is issued with a replica of the palm tree with crossed swords found on the medal, and it is the only authorized attachment. Kuwaiti Liberation Medal for the Emirate of Kuwait was not approved until 1995, and was authorized all naval personnel who served in support of Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm between August 2, 1990 and August 31, 1993, in the same geographical locations as for the Saudi Arabian Medal. The Kuwait Liberation Medal from the Emirate of Kuwait follows the Kuwait Liberation Medal from the government of Saudi Arabia in the order of precedence. The medal is a bronze disc which depicts Kuwait's coat of arms with the Arabic inscription 1991 Liberation Medal. The reverse contains a map of Kuwait with a series of rays emulating from the center out to the edge of the medal, all in bas relief. The ribbon bar may be one of the most unusual ever displayed on the American military uniform. It consists of three equal stripes of red, white, and green, with a black, trapezoidal-shaped section silk-screened across the entire upper half. There are no attachments authorized for the medal or the ribbon. So the four basic medals for naval personnel who served during the qualifying periods would be, from left to right, the National Defense Service Medal, the Southwest Asia Service Medal with at least one campaign star, the Liberation of Kuwait Medal from Saudi Arabia, and the Kuwaiti Liberation Medal from the Emirate of Kuwait. Oh, one more thing. If you enjoy these programs, please give us a like, or even better, subscribe. I mean, really, it's a lot better for us if you subscribe, because that'll keep us on the air. Okay, let's get back to the program. During the Gulf War, Desert Storm, many Navy enlisted personnel qualified for the Good Conduct Medal. Between 1963 and January 1996, it required 4 years of outstanding performance and conduct. The Navy's Handsome Good Conduct Medal is the United States military's second oldest military award, going back to 1868. If you want to know more about the Navy Good Conduct Medal and all the different versions, we have a separate video available. So many enlisted personnel could have the Good Conduct Medal, the National Defense Medal, the Southwest Asia Service Medal with the appropriate campaign stars, and the Liberation of Kuwait Medal from Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. I should also mention that Navy Reserve personnel who participated in Desert Storm or the Gulf War would also be awarded the Armed Forces Reserve Medal, the Navy variation. Let me show you what I mean. The Armed Forces Reserve Medal comes with 6 different backs to it for each one of the services, and the particular one for the Navy is to the right of the medal. There are a number of attachments that go, but for this purpose, we would say there would be at least an M device on the ribbon and the medal to indicate mobilization. If you want to know more information about United States Navy medals and ribbons from the Revolution to today, check out our latest book. It's on Amazon. If you order it today, you'll have it by this weekend. Over 30 years since the Gulf War or Desert Storm, and all of Navy personnel who participated in Desert Storm should be exceedingly proud of their service. And their families are also very proud of their service, and many of the naval personnel received additional awards or personal decorations for their service during the Gulf War or Desert Storm. Here's a great example of a Navy veteran from Desert Storm who included the 2 personal decorations he received, the Navy Commendation Medal and Navy Achievement Medal, along with his Good Conduct Medal, his service medals, his Kuwait Liberation Medals, and a commemorative medal for his Cold War service and honorable discharge. It would be a great idea if this submariner took his personal decorations and service medals, which he wore when on active duty, and put them into a display case. I'll show you an example. And don't forget the service ribbons that you wore on your uniform. Here's a really nice example of combining badges, service ribbons, and medals to include personal decorations, campaign medals, foreign awards, and certain commemorative medals that represent the veteran's service during that incredible period of United States naval history. And this is a great example of a Navy veteran's service in Desert Storm or the Gulf War with all of his campaign medals and his Good Conduct Medal. Thank you for watching our show today on United States Navy Awards. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did preparing it for you. See you next time on Veterans Medals Workshop. If you want to know more information about United States Navy medals and ribbons from the Revolution to today, check out our latest book. It's on Amazon. If you order it today, you'll have it by this weekend.